Welcome back to the show, everybody. I am Mr. Pop Dat Thing. I am the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. Always surrounded by my family, the squadron, and you. Yes, you. You're live right here with us, right here on Team GRF TV. And yo, you read the title. You probably thought like it could never go down like this again. No, you're wrong. See, the thing is, it's a lot of things that before 2019 is over that I want to do because I don't want to leave this decade. I don't want to journey through the rest of this decade without handling some business. And I'm not going to be able to get to everything that I want to do. But again, you've read the title for this, and it's like, including Shadow Moon, there was one other writer in this game I wanted to take a look at because he is my favorite. He is my favorite Neo Heisei era writer because of everything that writer represents. And yeah, I'm talking around it because, I'm going to make a big grandiose show of it once we take you to the live feed. But I just want this to be said and understood live. Yeah, there were my reasons that I dropped this game because I felt that the game, that because of everything that I did with it to elevate it and uplift it for people to really sit up here and do what they got to do, I appreciate everything that all of you got to do. And my thing has nothing to do with that, but this is unfinished business for me. This line still has fangs, baby, and I still got a lot to explain because, Triple, the God is about to explain it all, baby. Believe you me. So, no more talking. Let me get you live to this feed, baby. And just like that, welcome back to Kamen Rider Super Climax Heroes, baby. Because, we are about to handle this business live. But yeah, you read the title, so you know who it is we about to take a look at. So, let me give him his proper due and give him a proper intro. We are about to take a look at Fudo's hard-boiled jet black trump card, Kamen Rider Joker! Yeah, maybe, we should talk about this because it's been a while since Climax Heroes O's that we have actually talked about this character in any way whatsoever, whether that's being the ultimate change to 9-form double, which you are looking at now, or Cyclone Axel Extreme because that was the only game that character appeared in. Regardless of that, though, 9-form double is still beast mode, and because of the way that the game engine works, there's a lot of things that is super broken about this, but in a fun way where you can take advantage and have a good time way. But yeah, that's not why we're here. Cyclone Axel Extreme. Cyclone Gold Axel Extreme. Cyclone Joker. My head is all in the world. Look, let's try that again. Gold Cyclone Joker Extreme is in this game as part of a super move. So, that's in there, Just letting you know that this game is fully holding it down because it's been a couple of rider shows since this came out, all the movies, everything This game does not have a certain form for another character from that show, but maybe one day they'll make another Kamen Rider Climax Heroes game, and then, you can fix that. So it is what it is. This is where we need to be, though, because even given your 9-form double, given Cyclone Joker Extreme, is that you can select some special forms, and we should take a look at that. Fong Joker! Yes, you can play as Fong Joker. You can do that. I really think that this was a wonderful and a great additional change for reasons that actually link to a novel you probably never read before. But I'm not going to hold that against you. Fong Joker got some work. Like, maybe 2020 we take a look at this character. Maybe if y'all want me to take a look at this character, you get in the comments, tell me you want some work on Fong Joker, and I will get that to you. So, I'll leave that up to you. This is the character we're going to take a look at, but it's actually this character. Because, see, here's the thing. There is a big giant difference between this character and this character. In the instance of in a solo situation, you would always select this and you would never select this. Because you can't select this as part of a tag team because you just can't. And even if you could, the button that you would press to do the thing that makes this work don't work because it's an actual tag button in a tag situation. You never select this in solo mode, ever. because the game forces you to an attack situation, but you always do this, never this in a solo situation. I'm just making sure that we understand what the business is right now, dog. Never this. I'll tell you about it in our gameplay portion, and it's gonna come up pretty early. Actually, it's gonna come up pretty early, like maybe a couple of seconds after we hit the battlefield. I will definitely give you the explanation why you never choose this in solo mode and you choose this. But I've done enough talking. Let's get to work. But yeah, if you thought that I was just gonna pick anybody for they sparring for Joker's sparring partner, you were wrong. It is only one rider that is worthy enough to do that, and that is the walking, never-ending hell, Kamen Rider Eternal! You're damn straight. We've talked about you, Dido, before, but you know, you go watch that old video. I'm thinking about in 2020 going back to some stuff because it's a lot of tech that I left on the floor just on some dumb stuff, but you know, 2020. Anyway, there's only one place that we can do this, baby. We can only do this, man, on home turf. Fudo, here we come, baby. Yo, I'm feeling it in my things. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like I got goosebumps, baby, because I thought I would never be back here. Because like I said in the opening, I appreciate all the work people been doing since I took the game and put it up because I wanted to. That was my thing. And one of the things that I'm proud of this decade, one of the things that I'm proud of is how a simple review of this game, and people call it saying Kimbo Slice is reviewing Kamen Rider video games, bruh, to me ultimately getting to the point to knowing where Triple the God can explain it all and let you know about this game in a way that you're not thinking about. Because again, I want to say this before we get to work, for real. I appreciate all the content that's created for this game, whether it was people doing they special rider fights or all the mods for the PSP version or whatever. I appreciate y'all keeping this game alive. But see, when I think about every single thing that y'all did versus what I did, there's a big giant chasm between playing this game the way that maybe it was supposed to be released and the way that I showed you how this game works. And then it's eternal, and that has been taken to a whole new level. So shout out to all them people. But there is only things that I can do, and only Triple the God can explain them to you. So let's get to work. Let's just be for real, baby. Let's just be for real. There's only one way we start these things out, because I need all the meter, baby. I need all that meter. So come on, let's get to work. We usually start this off a certain way, this song and dance. And I'm like, yo, we finna talk about Joker's mobility arc. This is the projectile guard dash. You guys know this one, right? You know, as long as I got meter or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I can block any projectile, quote unquote, that the game treats as a projectile. Any physical attack is going to go right through it. And as long as somebody is shooting the bullets at you, is that instead of taking damage, that stuff will be reduced by your guard gauge until you are guard broken. So please be very careful in using that, because it's supposed to be your counter for those gun wielders. So you know what I'm saying? Use your noodle with that. That rider arc though, the rider dash. Now, neutral will get you right directly in front of the opponent. Up will get you into the background. Down will get you into the foreground, just like that. And you can do it from that. And you can do things like that. But here's the thing now. First of all, remember we just talked about it, and I told you we were going to get to this early, the difference between solo Joker and Joker with Cyclone is this. Now, if you were running solo, what you would do is you would do that same exact attack, no cutscene. Here's the problem with same attack, no cutscene. The move can't be canceled into. It cannot be rider canceled out of. Well, actually, it can be canceled into with a normal that does enough hit stun, and you guys know what normal throw hard, and we'll go over them in a minute. But because the move has no actual use outside of anything, because it's a stun. It's not. It's like, it would be different if the move was a knockdown. And I would accept it as a move that I could tell you maybe use solo Joker and get that free knockdown, but you can't use it. It's like, it's useless in solo mode. You don't have that move in a tag team, And why would you not go for the additional damage of said cutscene? Who knows? No, though, however, just one more time, is that this move has no official, but I have given it one called the double extreme rider kick because, you know, I name things really good and I love alliteration. So it is what it is. Now, given even this, it does a pretty decent amount of damage. Is that there are some ways to combo into this, and we will talk about those. But there's one way that I'm definitely going to show you that's more swag than actually landing it. But, yeah, we'll get to that. But, yeah, the rider, this rider art, though, is really good. You can get anywhere. And it's like, the other thing that I think is really important is this. You can cancel into any normal on the first frame of non-recovery. So you can do that. So you can be really ignorant with those strings. And mainly, one of the big buttons we're going to be talking about later in this video is standing heavy. 3-hit gut punch. It's not a lot people can do with this thing. They gonna have to deal with it, bruh. Cause it is what it is. But yeah, we gonna get to more of that later. But yo, we got these special attacks though. So yo, Joker, show them what's up with your neutral special, pimpin'. The rider punch. Just nice and meaty. There's a little startup to it. However, though, well, actually, you know, I'll set up into it because I thought I could do it like that, but I just want to show you guys. Just like that. Normally, there are some instances where Joker can just land a straight raw rider punch in a very specific instance where you just do that and you just do it. Your main use for this is you finna hold this L2 because I'm gonna charge this up, and it's fully charged, does a whole bunch of damage. And just for the record, just let me show you what's good. I think it's this one. Yeah, this here. Do you see how much guard damage that did? And if I do a second one, congratulations, your guard is broken. Hold this L. Yeah. The only time you should be doing a rider punch when you're not trying to land it in a combo, and even given this is what you ultimately are going to learn, there are way better ways to end combos with this character that don't do this, because this is a really weird and tricky move when it comes to actually landing it. And then what you're going to notice is you're probably never gonna really do raw that, but this meaty, you gonna have to deal with it. This meaty, like, because of certain knockdowns, mainly this, you ride and cancel out of it like that, and it's like, and even you can let it go, but it's like your opponent gonna have to deal with that one way or another. Because this is a hard knockdown, it ain't no immediate roll to get up from there, because it's a hard knockdown that spikes your face to the floor. So this is gonna be key to sitting up here to open up your other offense, because you wanna condition your opponent to be, this is coming and it hurts, and that's just how you want to handle that move. So it is what it is. Yo, Joker, show them what's up with your any direction special, dog. This don't have a move either, but I like to call it the Joker Revolver. Now, this is a wonder special because it does decent enough damage. You can naturally combo for most things that you rider cancel from, or move you'll see in a minute. I did the wrong normal, because as you're about to learn is that you have to hit Joker's jumping normals really, really late in order for that to even happen. But it has a real good place in the combos where a rider punch would normally go if the move actually works the way you wanted it to. So technically, yeah, just like that. I didn't mean to do that, because what's that other shit? And it's like, and you see how much damage it do. So for the minute you spin the rider cancel out of it, because Joker doesn't have that a wonder button or a wonder string that leads into a stun long enough where other characters have that lead into specials you can do like that. But the only problem is if this gets blocked, you are at a very, very horrible disadvantage and you will be punished. So the only time that this move should ever be used by you ever is to end combos in instances where we're not talking about assault charges or combos that end within when you're in assault mode. So yeah, that's pretty much that move. And one of the things that's going to be a thing is that most rider cancelable normals that stay on the ground and don't knock down, because I'm just trying to remember strings off the top of my head right now, is that they combo naturally into this thing, just like that, and they do decent damage. Because not only does the Joker Revolution do damage, but on top of that, it eliminates their red light and do damage all on its own. It's a great move, just not outside the combo. Well, yo, Joker, let them know what's up with your jumping special. Wrong button. Better rider kick. Just like that. Nice and raw. The thing is, Joker can only do it at the apex of his jump and anywhere lower than that. The problem is, and this is going to come into, because this move hits the way that it does, is that unfortunately when we get to his aerial rave combo, is that he can't do a relaunch that ends in the actual move that the aerial rave would end in. So let me see. I think I did it too. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's dirty work for later. Oh damn, okay, hold up, almost had it. I don't know why I'm showing y'all this early, but I done lost control. Jimmy cracked that corner. You know, we just gonna do what we gonna do. Got the jump. But yeah, I'll actually get back into this. But just know that because of the way that rider kick actually hits, is that it's like, from my testing, is that I have not yet found a way to actually land the rider kick on a second relaunch in the aerial raid. So it is what it is with that. So show him up with that throw, Joker. Just like that. Just your average throw where you just get knocked away. The thing with this is that because of how this game works, and it's just something that I've recently noticed, is that this game sits up here and creates walls. Because if the game assumes or thinks, in this instance, that you are near a wall, is that it will create a wall for you, when otherwise it's supposed to put you at that really far knockdown that way. So as you see, that because of the way that the game area is that if the game thinks you are near a wall, it's like, even though that you're not bumping up against the wall, you could be like maybe 2 or 3 character lengths, the game will just be, well, you know what, congratulations, this is a wall, spike them against that wall, and then you right here. So in instances where you could Kara throw into this, where you want to put your opponent in a corner, because the one thing you can't do is you can't rider cancel out of a throw, which would be kind of stupid. That if you could, like you can with other moves in past games, where you could literally rider cancel out of mostly anything just to reduce the recovery time of it, you could probably do some OTG stuff if Joker had things like that to do. Now, with all of that being said, let's take a look at these jumping normals. Jumping light is this descending diagonal punch. Like I said, because it is what it is. Actually, I gotta take off my bling though. It's hurt my hand. But this better. Thank you. The thing is, when trying to invoke the stun you need, is that you have to hit this thing really late. Because I'm like, in my research, I don't quite understand why it is so hard to hit them in like this magical sweet spot where things are supposed to combo that are not a rider finale. But if you think about it, look at Eternal though. Look how quickly Eternal recovered. So the only thing you really do have is a rider punch. or actually not even that. What though? Okay, I missed it. But you can combo into the GDX in this, and I do want to show this off. And this also, so I don't have to re-explain it, does actually work for the jumping heavy, which I will go ahead and show you now, which is this descending kick. Okay, missed it again. We gonna hit this because I know it works, and because this is important that you know that, because you're never, and I mean never, in a gameplay situation or actually gonna do a jumping normal into a rider arc. It's just a thing that's not gonna happen. But I want to land this for the hood, so we here for this. Let me see if I can do this. We gonna be here a while. Because the thing is, I accidentally discovered that this actually combos in practice, and it took me a while to really like understand like how that rider arc works. Look, we can do this. Because the thing is that I've learned about Joker is about the way that rider cancels work, and also combo and rider arcs because of how you press the button in. So I do want. We gonna be here a while, and we gonna be here till I land this. I got all damn things. I'm like Kid Cudi. I got all damn things. I don't because you need to know that they work. So let me see if I can get this down. Yeah, because what you can do is that you can do things like Street Fighter stuff, like negative edging, like. What you can do is that, because I'll show you. You can't see this though. But what I'm doing is I'm holding the special button. If anytime during a rider arc you can hold the special button, and on the first frame where you would come out of your rider arc to do an attack, it will happen on the first available frame. And that's the key to landing this from like the jumping light and heavy though. So let me see if I can do this. Cause it's weird when it overwrites them. See, this is why you gotta love live TV. Cause I've been practicing this all day, like, yo, I'm gonna land this in the video. I'm like, if I had like video editing skill, I would have edited like, yo, this is how this works, but no, we live TV. Please hold up. Yeah, we can watch this all day. Double joke. See, that's the thing, is that it's tricky when you're doing it, because I had more success doing it with the jumping light than I did the heavy and landing it. So let me see. Cause did you notice though that jumping heavy started to come out, and then he landed before any actual animation could take place. So there is indeed that. I mean, because we here. You probably sitting there like, man, I done seen this cutscene so many times. Man, show us what with the character. No, I'm gonna land this because it's important that you see this. For real. See, messed it up. Hold up. Okay, so you can't. Yeah, so buttons override each other. Here, take a punch. Okay, I got 60 seconds to land this thing, and then we're gonna move. And I'll try to fit it in somewhere later, because we can't be here all day. You behind? A little bad. anything don't land toward the actual 60 seconds of landing it, by the way. There we go. Told you. See, time frame. Here we go. All left for this. But yeah, you can do this off any normal, because the thing is, like I said, that I learned about the way that buttons work, something that I didn't notice 3 or 4 years ago, is that how buttons override each other, and how because I knew stuff comes out on like first available frames after recovery and things like that, but I never really understood like the whole intricacies of it until I took a look at the character. But I'm glad I was able to land it so that you know that that's something that we got on wax. So I'll put a video, get to this point when I actually land the thing we're looking for. So let me scroll through my notes. So it looks like we are now in combo stream land, so let's go to work. This is the light chain. Second hit is a far knockdown, of course. The first can be rider canceled into whatever you want or whatever, and just some things with it. But yeah, that second is a far knockdown. You really not gonna really see much of this chain, if at all, in anything you actually do, but let me see, hold up. Whoa, actually, you know what? Actually, live test. Let's see if I can at least cancel this into what? Let me see if I can cancel this into the rider. Barely. Because see, if you notice, one of the things that you're going to be learning about is that something that I talked about a long time ago, is that you can cancel into, you can rider cancel out of anything at any point of the animation. But it probably won't evoke enough stun to do anything, but but there you go. So it do. So see, we learning something every day. Yeah, so just so you know how I'm doing it is immediate rider cancel, and I'm holding forward as soon as I do my rider cancel, and then going right into the Joker Revolution. So the Joker Revolve, I should say, because that was the other working name I had it. The Joker Revolution and the Joker Revolve. I think the Joker Revolve is better because the Joker is the character, you know what I'm saying? Detective. That stuff. Combos right into it. Again, the second hit is a far knockdown. Let me actually re-demonstrate that one more time. The hood, far knockdown. You know what I'm saying? Get you some big space. So, our next string, light, heavy, heavy. Just like that. That third hit is a far knockdown. That first L is just like the last L that we looked at, and that uppercut is gonna lead into our aerial rag chain, which is 1, 2, rider kick. So because I just said let's do it. Light, heavy jump, light. Ooh. Yeah, that's screwy stuff. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Light, heavy, special. The thing is, because, again, like we talked about earlier, the way that rider can hit is that, let's see if I can try to show you guys what a relaunch technically would look like. Because the thing, if you want the relaunch, you gotta space this. Because Joker has to be low enough to the ground to land first, but also hit the spike, which is also weird. If he had a different animation for his aerial wave, then this would probably work. But I'm gonna see if I can, because I want to show y'all the reload. I want to at least show you what it would look like technically, because of the way that it hit. I think I did it. Yeah, that's gonna be that's like this. Because we gonna be here for a second, because there are some things. Because I think I can do it. Yeah, I think I can do it. Light, heavy, yeah. And stuff of that nature. But we don't get this because and the spike misses. So what you gotta do is, let me see, cause Yeah, I'm messing up because I'm. You can do stuff like that. I'm gonna get this on wax. I got you. Just like that, and that's how you do it. The thing is, like you see, because of the way that the rider kick is programmed, it's not gonna work. But though, there are some other things you can do. Well, that is one of the things if you land a crowd. Also, you can do a DDX off of it. Now, here's the thing, though. This is swag. If you gonna do it, you might as well just do the rider kick. And here's why. If I can actually land it, I'm a genius. Do the same amount of damage. All you doing for real with the DDX is just going for the swag though. And you gotta admit the swag is dope. You gotta admit the swag is dope. You gotta admit the DDX swag is dope. You got to. You do have a couple of other options. Let's see if I can demonstrate those real quick. You can do a rider punch off of it. You know what I'm saying? This is that one scenario where you can actually do that. So you can't fully charge it, which would be kind of dope if the rider punched hit as an OTG, but it don't. But that would be kind of stupid if it did. That would be dumb because you would be doing massive damage, even though the scaling would knock it down a little bit. Remember, this does that much of damage. So, you know. You can also juggle that and then do the ender. It's like the reason how I found out how the DDX does combo off of that 4 bounce though is because I was trying to do standing heavy rider cancel into the DDX, which from my understanding still, even after all of my testing, does not work because of the way the juggle stay happens when you're juggling them off them gut punches. But yeah, just one more time, the actual thing you're supposed to do that does that much damage. Is that the DDX does the same amount of damage, so if you're going for that, that's a round, and that's swag round ender. You might as well just go for the rider kick, cash out on that red line, because one of the things that, here's the secret for the end of this video. Joker is probably the most old school Neo Heisei rider in on his side because all he is damage. And if you don't believe me, oh, by the end of this, you will. Oh, believe me, you will. Give me a moment, y'all. Let me type this up real quick. There we go. So, what we got next? We have the left or right light chain, and it's just that. Is that just like with every other move, that first hit can be rider canceled, whether that's into the Joker revolver. And let me show you. See, I'm doing the rider cancel too early. Canceling out of it because you gotta go. See, I'm doing it too early, but oh yeah, I forgot about that. Something that I learned too. That you can press the rider cancel button and the special button at the same time, and the rider cancel, and then the special will come out. Yeah, so I'm doing this too early. Way too early. See, there you go. And the thing is that what's weird sometimes is that when you're talking about chains that use left or right, I've noticed that when you're trying to cancel a rider punch from a rider cancel, is that it's best to hold away from your opponent. But yeah, you just have to. It's like the timing is tricky. This is just me showing you that it's possible. You are never going to do this ever in your life. You never gonna do it. But just know that, so I don't have to explain it to you, just so that you know, unless I mention it, is that you can naturally, for the most part, ride or cancel most hits and strings into the Joker revolver, but you have to trickily do it into the rider punch. And there is one instance where this is reversed, where because of the hit stun or whatever, and we're gonna talk about that string when we get there, where the rider punch is impossible. Well, actually, the Joker revolver is impossible, but the rider punch lands naturally, no PS. So I don't know, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So just for the hood, this is a mid-screen screw knockdown though for the second hit. If I can get you out of a corner. Why are we in a corner? We at that end of the stage. Oh boy. Live television, baby. Oh, you weren't supposed to see that yet. Let me try to reset the screen real quick. See, this is why we playing the game for forever ago. We don't have all the training options, because one of the training options, like I said a long time ago, I wish this game had, was one hit block. Because that would be great for confirming strings and things like that, but just one more time for the hood. Mid-screen screw knockdown, you know what I'm saying? Decent enough. Where that is very possible. And that's kind of one of the secrets, is that because of that you can get that stuff on me, eat things like that. But it's a game of conditioning, so it is what it is. That what we got next? We have the left or right, light, heavy thing. Let me see if I can get out this corner again. Out of the corner, please. See, this is why I need a training partner. That would be kind of dumb. Like, are we out the corner? I think we are now. I think we are out the corner now. I can swing around here and we can actually demonstrate this string now. Nope, we're still in the corner. I think this is freedom now. I think this is freedom. Yep, for a knockdown. So, according to the notes, is that these normals work the same as the normals we looked at before. That you can do the tricky stuff, the easy stuff. You can do it all day. Okay, I missed that, but yeah, just know that you can do the tricky stuff and the easy stuff. And like I said, that third hit is a 4 knockdown, as you saw, and just demonstrate it one more time. Sit down, just like that. So what we got next, as I scroll through the notes here, we have the up and down light chain. Like. Now, remember a couple minutes ago I talked about it was that one part of a string that's the reverse of everything else that you've learned so far? It's actually this string, according to my notes. Is that, and also according to my notes, is that sometimes this thing can do combo resets, where it'll actually. So let me see. My notes say, okay, first. Oh yeah, this is not the string that I meant, because this string is that you can't combo into a rider punch. See? Eternal recovers before me, so you can't. We can try. We can try to go against the notes and see if you can. Nope, not happening. See that the notes were correct. So yeah, you can do a Joker revolve off of it all day. And for the damage, it's not bad, but it's like, again, you spending a meter to get this damage, and because we're talking about an assault gauge character, you're not really gonna get a lot out of that because it's decent damage, but because of it is what it is. So, just for the hood. Third hit is a far knockdown. If we can get the hell out of this corner. Gotta love this game interaction in the corners. Like, how are we in a corner? Like, this is wild as hell. We are in a corner and I don't know why. And now we're not free from this corner because I think we have literally teleported to the other side of the stage. Okay, yeah, freedom. Big, just like that. So yeah, far knockdown on that third hit. So yeah, so that second hit can't be rider canceled into a rider punch. That's all that you. Let me see. Okay, so that's the string later. So I'm getting my notes confused. That's the string later. So our next string is up and down, light, heavy, heavy. Third hit as you see. Far knockdown. According to the notes, you came. Yeah, and you see how much damage they did. That's that weird interaction sometimes when that move hits and you rider cancel it and do a Joker revolver. Like it just do just a smidge more damage, enough for you to know. Can you do that? You kinda sorta can. Okay, that's kind of stupid that I didn't write that in my notes and we just discovered that live. You would never do this ever, but it's kind of stupid that you can. Hold on. Okay, I'm here. I'm here now. Let me see. Not enough damage for you to ever actually do that. Let me see. How many times can you lose this? Yeah, so it's a weird loop. Okay. Wait. You know what? Okay, we here, and I just want to try something that you guys are going to learn a bit later in this video. Yeah, so it's a late rider cancel. Yeah, so you would have to jeopardy. Oh, it don't even work. So does this work? Let's see. Okay, we live. Okay, so you can loop that into a rider charge. You never do that, but it's known that at least one of his rider charge combos that you can do that loop off of in hands. So live TV, baby, what you gonna do? Where were we again? Oh, like heavy. Similar to the other string with the same notes is that the first hit it's whatever, and the first hit you can cancel it into the Joker revolver or the rider punch, and the second hit can't be comboed into a rider punch because of the foe's recovery, even if you rider cancel into a move that takes forever to start. So it is what it is with that. Also, this is that same string you just saw, and yes, it is an assault charge. So one more time for the hood. Okay, I'm bad at this. Okay, one more time. Rider charge, just like that. Now, later when we talk about assault charge combos, because Joker does have another one that you saw. It just for spoilers. It's left for right. Heavy, which is this to this spike, which I really like for reasons that we'll get into that spike a little bit later. But this is better for if you're trying to go for an assault mode combo that you want to end an assault charge. But as you're gonna see, Joker ain't that type of assault gauge character, so it is what it is with that. But I just want to let you know, I've been waiting for this moment right about now. Heavy. this gut punch. This gut punch. Bink. There's something that I do want to show you after the double happens. Rider kick that man. Rider kick him. A long time ago, when I taught you guys about advanced offensive basics and the rider cancel, remember this. The difference between this and that. So, rider canceling after it, rider canceling it before. You get slightly enough meter to make loops work. And I'll show you. I did it. Yeah, cause I'm not remembering my notes. It's 4 loops, so it's just like that. So just for the hood. Yeah, I did. I was supposed to be doing forward heavy. So one more time. That's that up. That did up. See, I'm missing. You get more if you do up and down, light, heavy. So for the record, mainly if you're just trying to be annoying and you just want to play around and mess with meter, you can do. And remember to rider cancel as soon as you press the heavy button. You messed up the loop, so. Yeah, so I'm messing up the loop. And I messed up the combo because. Okay, what happened there? Get a bit more damage, so it's like from a full bar you can get to it do decent amount of damage, but again, I'm just showing you this because you know what your options are, but that's not even the best option this character has. And just for the record, I mean, forward heavy. Again, forward heavy, that's the other shark tank. But I don't know why we jumped to this and I didn't finish talking about this. Again, as you see, whatever you like, pink. For the hood. Boing. Just like that. You can even cancel it from the second hit. It's like the hits don't matter. They still perform. You still perform enough stun in each one to do whatever you want after them, but you might as well go for the 3 because damage scaling ain't even kicking in that early. So not even worth doing that, but just showing that you can just rider cancel and you can do whatever you want to. You know what I'm saying? This is a dumb move. And remember what I told you earlier. You can dash in and do that. You feel me? You can dash in and go right after that recovery, and they gotta eat this. Great for like just a wonder move. Just like this is one of the best normals I've seen in this game in the year that I've played it. Just because of that, it's one button that does 3 gut punches, and you are free to do whatever you like off of it. Yeah, this is all you get. This is all you get. That's all you get. Cause you thought I was finna show you the good work. You were wrong. You were so wrong. But yeah, but the thing is that just for the record, because we are now talking about forward heavy because remember back and heavy does a throw. Cancel it fast enough. Joker revolve. tricky stuff, you can do the rider punch after it. You know, it is what it is. So yeah, and that second hit is this spike right here. And I love it because it's a nice visual cue to let you remember this is one of your assault charge strings. So I really like that's cool. And our final string in normal mode is up heavy heavy. Now this is that string I was talking about earlier, where you're completely out of range, but you inflict so much stuff. You can do that. Here's the thing. You do not have enough stun because we're talking about rider canceling. See, Joker, he got to do a lot to get back to standing state. I wish this recovered a little bit faster so that you could do a rider finale off of. I wish it was that gangster, but it is not, unfortunately. But just for the record, yo, just one more time for the hood. And they do decent enough damage. It's like if you trying to poke around or whatever and you got meter to waste, that you can do that if you so choose. Well, with all of that being said, we still got some work to do. We have got, this is an assault mode character, so we gotta sit up here and take a look at what's changed in assault mode. The Joker revolver changes into not that, but this, into this roundhouse kick into a rider kick, which I've affectionately called the Joker cutter, because being just like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, card related, you know what I'm saying? For the now, Joker does have 3 extended chains in assault mode. This is the light chain, which is 5 light. And you get hit with the wonder move on hit 4, so just like that. You can do some dirt off of this. Kinda. Okay, I messed it up, but this is what I want you to learn about what assault mode combos are going to end up. 1, 2. Your assault mode charges are always going to end in Joker cutters. Because the thing about Joker that I want you to understand, Joker all about that damage. Your job is to get meter and to first of all, you trying to confuse your opponents to either where you catch them off guard where they slipping, so where they rider burst so they can't do nothing, so that you can break their guard and do more damage, so that you can land things that end in strings that end in Joker cutters, because that's all you want to do. Joker is not like other assault gauge characters that I've looked at, because it's not about, because he can build meter and you have ways to assault charge and build meter, and his normals and things like that build meter enough on their own, but your job is to kill your opponent. Your job is to make them panic, make them rider burst, make them guess wrong for them to eat this. Well, not this, because trust me, it gets way better than that. But again, you want to do combos that end in Joker cutters because you want all that red life gone. That is what you want to do. And speaking of red life, he does have another change. Hell yeah. That is what you want to do all day. You want to break that guard. You want this. You want this assault charge. You want this work. Indeed. Look at how much damage that do. And now that I am in climax time, it does even more damage. So one more time for the hood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason why you want to do that is that sometimes if you delay it just a little bit, for some reason, combo scaling resets and you can damn near kill somebody, if not outright kill them. So yeah, it's like, but I'm gonna show you the whole chain. I'm gonna show you, because first I need to show you first of all the whole light chain. The whole light chain, because it's 3 uppercut. That's the same uppercut that goes into your area rave chain, but you know, you can't do area raves in assault mode with this character, so whatever. When it comes to the up and down heavy chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. That 6 is a 4 knockdown. I'll show you that in the hood. Actually, I'm in the corner still. Can I get out the corner? Thank you. 4 knockdown, just like that. But again, I'm gonna let it drain, because it don't matter. All you want to do is this. 50% damage, if not more, if you don't get the weird interaction reset of, oh my god, you're dead. Just like that. And it's like, the thing is that I've tried to like figure out like how that interaction works, but just like that, because again, like I said, is that because of that weird interaction, and Joker has a lot of these where you really interact with your opponent to where your stuff does more damage than it has any business doing. Dangerous stuff. But we still got one more. We still have the assault chain of light, heavy, heavy, heavy. Just like that. 5th is the 4th knockdown, and if I can actually demonstrate that knockdown, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. 4 knockdown, just like that. Your loop is the 4th hit, but again, you know, just like that, because you can loop it 3 times and then do the light, heavy, rider cancel, and then do the Joker cutter. So just one more time for the hood. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, boom, just like that. Similar amount of damage. I think doing up and down, heavy, because you only pressing one button to rider cancel, versus having to remember to hold back and then press light and then do all that stuff. This character's okay? This character is nuts. It's like, I knew it was something to Joker. I knew that information, and I knew it. But understanding and knowing and actually being able to drag this out, I'm like, yo, this is work. And it's like, but like I said, usually I have like a big giant combo for y'all, but it's just this. Which I messed up, by the way. Messed up the ending, but just doing damage. And again, like I said, this damage is heightened just a little because we are in climax time right now. Yo, character got that work. I think this is the coolest thing I discovered through all of this. That you can do the double extreme though. That you can do double extreme off the floor. I think that is kind of stupid, but you know, that's just me. But you know, we gotta hold it down one time for the hood to get up out of here. Yes, the classic does work. The stun from any jumping normal into this. Yes, Shotaro. Minor punch. Indeed, sir. Huh? Damn straight. Oh god, I remember that last episode of Kamen Rider Double Dog. I remember that when he fought that Dopanto in the sewers, dude. Oh my god, bring it back so much, dog. One more time for the hood. One more time for the hood, and I'm gonna talk over this. Yo. I don't know what to say. I'm like, I don't believe you did this. I don't believe this video's happening. I don't. I'm like, I didn't think like this was gonna be one of the things I want to do, but I always said I want to do something, and this is me doing it, and it feel good doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, you know, like, oh boy. Let me bring y'all back to me. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring y'all back to me. Let me do that real quick. Don't mind me. This is live TV. We are gonna make some small. Actually, you know what? We don't even need to make the adjustments because the adjustments will be the adjustments. Internet, look. I would like to thank you guys for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. My boy, Kamen Rider Joker, man. I don't believe that. I don't believe, like I said, I'm still like flabbergasted at myself that I did this like I did the old school. Like it felt so good, like, cause y'all don't know what it was like for me, like when I would just sit there and take notes, like R.I.P. Toku, whatever, and it is what it is now or whatever. So shout out to all those people, man, who showed me love, man. Man, shout out, man. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I just need to say. I just need some water real quick. Y'all don't mind. Y'all don't mind. I'm just like, man. Shout out to everybody in Toku Blank and current Toku Blank. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to my partner in crime through especially the Super Climax Hero stuff, my boy Shy Webb. Shout out to him, man. Like I told him, I remember like when I first started interacting with him on that place that is what it is, and about how, you know, how he had his thoughts and ways, and how over the years his brain has been open to what fighting games can be, and I'm so happy for him that he has that, and it's important that you know that if you love something to fully embrace it and fully explore it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Shout out to my boy War Rock. You know what I'm saying, man? Always holding down the streets, man. Nothing but love for you, family. Shout out to that boy Sleep Mode and the whole Super Climax Heroes community, man. Y'all got that wiki, but the thing is, if you're watching this video and you made it all the way to the end, you have probably seen something that I've shown you. So hopefully you take that information that I found deep in the archives and you make good use of that. So you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that you watched my videos and that allowed you and your crew to sit up here and explore this game in a way that I couldn't on my own, because I had my own ways of thinking about it, and the way that I approached it, and the way that I thought about it, and the way that Shywell played the game differently than everybody else, and the way that Sleep Mode them sit up here and take this game, and they have done wonders with it and really showing that this game is dumb. It was something that I always knew, that when I sat down in my apartment a decade plus ago, and I talked about Kamen Rider Climax Heroes and how dumb it was, and how over the years that one of my things was I just love playing this game every year, seeing the updates and seeing everything change. And it's like Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and Toku has done so much for me, and it's all because of this video game. And also, you know, because of that loss that I had that allowed me to start expressing myself and wanting to sit up here and wanting to know more about my world and really dive into the things that I was interested in. And that means a lot. So shout out to, if I missed you, shout out to everybody whoever requested a character for me to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I had fun taking a look at characters I probably wouldn't have touched otherwise, and really bringing out that tech and really showing y'all what's really good. Shout out to everybody who found enjoyment from it. Shout out to everybody who felt that I went on too long or whatever, but you not understanding that for me, long form content is important on YouTube to me, because once upon a time there wasn't that. And when I earned that opportunity, I took advantage of it. That, yeah, it took a lot to try to fit everything I wanted to in 11 minutes, because you had 10 minutes plus 59 technical seconds to wrap up your video. But nah, if you're going to let me sit up here and let me talk forever because I've earned the privilege, I'm going to take advantage of it. Believe you me. But yeah, let's just put it this way. We may come back to this in 2020. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm like, you may want me to say, you may see something that I ain't done that you may want to make your request, put it on the list, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, maybe I may come back like Uncle Triple Santa Claus coming through, putting in his work on his Super Climax Heroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, really enjoyed my time with this series and how much of an important part of the decade of this channel has been related to this game series. And it's like, I'm glad that I was able to help show people that this is more than just some game that just has Kamen Riders in it. Because again, a lot of this game was simply presented as we can make the dream fights happen. But let me explain to you why your dream fight works, okay? That's what I want to do. It's like the thing is, I'm going to say it live because I'm going to put them on blast. I remember how when I tried to sit up here and get Keith to cover this for the front page of Shoryuken High, he sat up here and more or less told me this isn't an actual fighting game. Well, I can't say that about that game you worked on because that's a pretty decent fighting game. But honestly, for somebody who at that time was a pillar of what trying to focus on what fighting games are, I really think that was a closed-minded way to be, homie. And I'm going to put you on blast and say it. I wish you nothing but continued success. Here's hoping for Killer Instinct 2 for Xbox Series X or whatever. But, man, that wasn't the way to go about it. But, see, it was thanks to you and people like you who sat up here and dismissed this game. It gave me the energy I needed to show the world what this game is and what it's all about. And I'm glad folks like Sleep Mode and his homies that sat up here and picked up this game and took it to the next level. It's the same way I appreciate what everybody is doing with like tournament fighters with that thing for years. And then like not soon after that I did that review of Sailor Moon-esque of understanding and knowing that the people who play that game now, and shout out to you guys that y'all done sat up here and took that Sailor Moon game and even Supers to a degree and took it to another level. You should really visit these discords for the work that these people are doing to bring this heat to you, and for all you guys playing whatever game you playing. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is up and down. If you playing a fighting game, you part of the fighting game community with me, a community that I love with everything that I have, that I sacrificed a whole bunch. But I still love every single one of y'all, regardless of whatever beef we might have had or difference we might have had, because my head was different earlier in this decade before I really understood to separate my feelings about Cheryl and my feelings about this thing that I love, and those things that are not intertwined and they're not the same thing. Again, thank you, Kamen Rider Climax Heroes, for being this important pillar in the part of a decade of this channel. And I'm like, with 2020 and beyond, yo, we may come back to this. Maybe that me putting this video out may inspire somebody else to really pick up this game, because I know there's people interested in it. It's just, it's a little hard to pick up a game now, but it's easy to get into it because, you know, you got Dolphin and things like that where you can play this game, up-res the graphics, hack the game, do whatever you're going to do. I just want you to enjoy a fighter that has brought me so much pleasure and joy. That's what I want. That's what I want from you. If you've watched this whole thing and you made it to the end of this and you are even smidgen interest in what you've seen today, go pick up the game. Learn about it. I'm like, it's probably a Discord somewhere for this video game. They got a Discord to tell you how to play Damon Bride, so trust me, there's a Kamen Rider Climax Heroes Discord somewhere. And if it ain't one, somebody needs to make one. And I'm looking at you, Sleep Mode. Handle that. Do the thing. Even though that I thought like I said earlier, I put this game down, I picked it back up and writing my notes and sitting up here really getting deep in the lab with Joker. It has brought me nothing but joy and happiness. And given my life the way it is, I can use a lot more joy and happiness. So, again, thank you, video game, for providing that for me. I appreciate it. But now, I need to get y'all out of here. Look, you know who it is. I am, of course, Mr. Pop That Thing. Pop, 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 sugar pop, baby, all day. I am, of course, the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D, a.k.a. Mr. C-R-A-C-K, C-O-C-A-I-N-E, hashtag entertainment's #1 dope man. Whoa! And, of course, I am the baddest monster in existence. Bang! And don't you ever forget it. Always holding down my 6 all day, every day. My famo, Squish Murder, and the squadron, the congregation. May they be praised. And of course, the ladies who bring you this heat, my ladies of rage. Betsy, Magdalene, and of course my girl Miss Marcy and RP Janine ever. But my ladies are holding down my unos, doses, thraces, and cuatro. Throw them dubs up. We stay winning, never losing round here because we stay winning. You know what it is. Look. Just look. Listen. I'm getting hyped. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting hyped. Look, if you have made it to the end of this and you have enjoyed what it is that you saw and you're not subscribed yet, yo, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to know when that crack is coming out. Hit that thumbs up if you feeling it. Hit that thumbs down if you ain't. And there are thin and down below on this page. You can leave a comment of anything you want to say, any questions that you have about Joker or any other character in this game, because I can probably answer it for you. So, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to interact with me. Speaking of ways to interact with me off world, also down in the description, immediately down below you, are all of my social media links. So feel free to get at me however those links that you get at me. And of course, if you're feeling this and you got some free dollars and you want to support this show with your cash money, make it rain. You can do so via the PayPal link below, or if you want to join my main man and my partner in Hentai Ryan Bomber, and of course my boy Drew, aka Young Moneybags, on the Patreon to sit up here and help support this show and try to make it better than ever and badder than ever in the year 2020 on that dub. Feel free to do so, and I'd appreciate it if you did, but just continue to watch. That just makes it what it is. But yo, sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Yo, we still got a lot of 2019 left, and there are still some things that need to be done that I cannot leave in this decade. They can't come to me. It's some things that's going to have to come with me in 2020, but there are some things that need to stay here in this decade, and we are going to handle that. So, again, let me remind you, sit back, relax, stay tuned. Me, them, the squad, and you who make this all possible. Thank you very much. And thank you, Kamen Rider Climax Heroes, for being a very important part of my decade. I appreciate it more than you ever know. But seriously, we have got plenty of more show for you. We've got it right after these commercial messages. Oh, baby. You thought this was something. You should see what I got cooking up next. More show for all of you right after these commercial messages.